What's up, you guys? It's your girl Kay here, and today I am back with another video. As you guys can tell from the title, today's video has been very long awaited. You guys have been asking me this since I low-key started YouTube, but like kind of like in the middle. And I'm here to give you guys all the details on how I started my first business, which is hair, if you guys didn't know. And then second is like me doing hairstylist. So I'm gonna give you guys just like a quick backstory. I don't want this video to be too long because there will be other videos just tying into like the entrepreneurship just like category on my channel, because I will be doing a series on like how I manage my business, how I do everything, inventory, customers, promotion, all of that. So you guys can leave questions after this video, like in the comments, so I'll know like what to speak on more. But in this video, I'm just gonna give you guys like something brief, just about how I started and the things that I ran into, and like my little backstory on how I got into everything. So yeah, so let's get into it. Okay, so just a quick little backstory on what made me start a business. Basically, I had two jobs, not at the same time, but just before I started doing, if y'all see me looking down, I'm looking down at my book. But my first job, both of my jobs were in the mall. They were retail jobs. So my first job, I was working at a male's clothing store, and I mean that was okay. I didn't even work there for a year. It was a few months, probably like 6-7 months. The longest 8. And then that ended up coming to an end because they tried to fire me because I gave myself a break. Yeah, I had given myself a break because they had me in the store for like from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. and they thought I wasn't going to take a break, and I did. But it wasn't like I left the store by itself. It was somebody else in there, but apparently I couldn't take a break. So they tried to fire me, but then I turned up on them, and then yeah, it didn't go that smooth, but you know, it went smooth. So I went on to my second job, which was a boutique. But then she had a store in the same mall that I was already working at. So how I got into that job was that I knew the owner of the store from a few months before I started working there. I had modeled for the store, and so she was like, "Well, shoot, like you're in the area. If y'all want to know what mall, I used to work at Stonecrest. Y'all may not know what mall that is." But she was like, "Well, since you stay kind of near the Stonecrest area, you should work at our store out there." And I was like, "Yeah, I will, but I'll probably look more into it in case if like something happens to the job that I'm at now." Which was the male clothing store. So I wasn't going through anything at the time. But then when I did, like I already had another job lined up. So I ended up going to the boutique. Yeah, that was it right there. And that business was actually Black owned. So I was honestly surprised at the type of shit I was going through, which was pro girl gang this, girl gang that, oh, power to women power. But yet all they did was tear women down, tear down the girls that was working their store, talk down on us, talk bad about us. Like, it was crazy. That experience was something that deaded everything right there. That made me realize that I cannot work for anyone. My first job was I was working for Asians. My second job was working for a black owned business, a female Black owned business, and I couldn't even do that. Like, it was just way too messy. So the way that ended, it was horrible. I almost got to fighting with the manager. The manager was like 40. The lady who owned the store was like damn near 30. Like, it was just a lot of bullshit. And all of us, I think this group of girls that I was working with, like, we all left around the same time. Like, after I left, like, my friend left. It was crazy. But that's how that happened. I started selling hair like 2016. So I was already into hair, and how I started doing that was I was just purchasing. Like, I wasn't new to like finding vendors. Like, it honestly isn't hard finding vendors if you use your resources, which is Google, which is why it's there. I Google a lot. So like, honestly, I think I made it through high school because of Google. Like, I promise to God, like, Google and YouTube was my life. I already kind of knew about buying from vendors, but the vendors that I was buying from back then were kind of expensive. So how I kind of like got it a little bit out there is just through self-promotion. For me, I know a lot of people may not be able to relate to me, but I did already kind of have a platform already. So at this time, I had about, in high school, I had about 16K followers. And then when I graduated, it gradually, you know, it went up like 20K, 30K. So I already had a platform to work with. And so I just was promoting like, oh, this is my hair. Yeah. And everybody who knows me knows my hair stays done. If you ever catch me without my hair done, it's very, 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 very rare. So that's kind of how I got into selling hair. I was just promoting myself. And I'm gonna get a little bit more into detail about promotions and how that worked, like over Instagram, in a different video, just so I can be more in depth with it. So I was doing that, and then people was just like, oh, I really like your hair, I want some. And I was like, well, that's when I made my site. My first site was through Big Cartel. I did that, and people were shopping with me. But before, I skipped the whole section, but before I started selling hair, I was selling clothes. But I knew I wasn't gonna stick with that. Like when I started selling clothes, I already knew I wasn't gonna, I knew I wasn't gonna keep up with it. Like I knew I wasn't too into it to keep doing it. So I was really only doing it for money, because even before I got my first job, that was before I even got the first job, I was selling clothes. My mom didn't want me to work. Why she didn't want me to work, I don't know. But she didn't want me to work, so I was selling clothes, but I was just doing it for money. Like, I wasn't passionate about it. So sooner or later that faded away, and I got into hair. Like, why wouldn't I sell hair? My hair is always done. My hair has always been done since I came out the womb. My mom had me in salons at like the age of 4 or 5. Like, my hair was always done. So that's how I got into hair, and just how I kind of got it out there. So I already had a platform. Now, how I got into doing hair is crazy, because I haven't even been doing hair for a year yet. A lot of people, when I tell people that, they're kind of surprised, because I'm not to sound cocky, and I'm really good at it. It's just something that was self-taught. I learned off of YouTube. I'm just the type of person that if I see it, I can do it. Even if I have to do it a few times, I'm going to get it, because I'm so determined about it. Like, I can just watch a video, probably about 3 videos, and be good. But I know some people are like really hands-on and really have to see it in person, but I'm not that type of person. I could just look at it, learn it, and do it. So that doing hair kind of wasn't hard for me. I'm self-taught. If I didn't say that already, I'm self-taught. I learned everything from YouTube. Like I just said, I know I said that. But I don't know it's nothing really to get into detail about that. I just watched a lot of videos and just learned different methods, and then I just practiced on myself. And then how I started getting clientele is I started doing free installs. So on top of that, I was selling hair. So what I was doing was, if you buy a wig from me, my hair was already like, it was kind of up there. So if you buy a wig from me, I'll give you a free install. So that's how I started building my clientele. And honestly, word of mouth is very powerful. Like, your clients, your customers will talk. If you do a great job, they will go around and talk about you. So that's how I did that. And my clientele is like it went from me just doing hair on the weekends to now I do hair I do hair every day other than Sundays and Mondays, because it's on my off days. So. Yeah, so I do hair consistently. And that was another thing. I just had to be consistent with it. So I made sure, like, if you want a free install, like, book. So I was just dropping pictures of me doing installs, and each time it got better and better and better and better. And my first few clients don't even know, but I was practicing on them. Little do they know. So yeah. Another thing that I accomplished with my business this year, I did get my LLC, which is something you will eventually have to do while you have your business. I wouldn't say, like, this whole time, the reason why I waited so long, keep in mind, I had my business, I've been running a business since like 2016. So the reason why it took so long for me to get my LLC is because my business name changed a lot. I was changing my name a lot, and I didn't want to do any legal documents, and I wasn't proud of my name. So I waited a long time until I found a name that I knew I was going to stick with. And of course it was my name. I don't know why I didn't use it at first, but Crave Cake Collection is my business. That is my brand. That is me. That's my baby. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, I take so much pride into my business, where I had to get the LLC for it, because I would have been so hurt if someone took my name and ran with it. You feel me? So I did that. I got my LLC. A lot of people don't know that. whoever looks at my Instagram story, they know that. So I did that. Basically, an LLC, it's just like, it's not a business license. A lot of people get LLC mixed with business license. It's not a business license, but it is a step towards a business license. It's more of a legal foundation for your company, for your business. So I maintain that. Next, I'm going to get licensed. I want to be a licensed, I want to get my cosmetology license because of the fact that I do hair. And then I'm going to get a business license for my business because I can see my business is going to branch off a little bit more from hair. I do see a way bigger picture for my company that I do want to reach out towards, and it's going to happen. It's definitely down on my goals list, and yeah, we're gonna get there. It's gonna take some time, but I'm going to make it happen because I'm that dedicated to my business. I feel like people are kind of taking me more serious now because they see how consistent I am and just the steps that I'm taking. And there's just money invested into this. And that's the one thing I'm not playing with is money. Now, I think a tip that I could probably give you guys on just having a successful business is just taking pride in what you sell, what you're retailing. You have to take pride and you have to be very consistent when running a business. I say that is probably the biggest part of having your own business, because if you don't believe in your business, who will? If you're not taking your business serious, who will? Nobody. So you have to literally treat your business as if it's your prized possession, which it should. Like, your business should be your prized possession. Like, can't nobody tell you shit about your business. Like, you should be walking around with the highest hair, like your chin all the way up. Like, my business is the shit, and you guys are gonna know about it because I'm gonna let you guys know about it. You shouldn't be ashamed of promoting your business. If you have to promote 5-10 times a day, do it. If people don't want to see it, they'll unfollow. But guess what? People who do want to see it will follow you in replacement of the ones that are mad. Okay, that's all it is. People who don't support and know that you're running the business, I just feel like they're mad. They feel some type of way. Like, why wouldn't you want to support somebody that you know dreams? That's how I look at things. But definitely, I say taking pride, being proud of what you sell, being proud of what you do, and being consistent is a big step and a big part of running a successful business. Now, I know you guys want to know, how did I start a business with no money? I did the pre-order method. I'm not going to go too deep into the pre-order method because of the fact that this video is already long, but it definitely will be another video way more detailed. But if you guys are kind of familiar with pre-order method, that is exactly what I did. I didn't start with an inventory because at the time I didn't want to over order, and then at the time I didn't have any money. Like, I had money, but think about it, I was working a retail job. I was getting paid $200 every other week, so I was only getting paid like the most $450 a month. And I like nice stuff and I like food, so you guys already, I didn't have any money. I'm gonna just leave it at that. I didn't have any money. A pre-order method can honestly work for anyone, and I feel like you shouldn't order a large stock of inventory if you're not too sure about what your customers or your soon-to-be customers like. You can honestly just, it gives you more time to stack up and to invest your money into your business later on. Because sooner or later, like, when you figure out what your people like, and when the money comes rolling in, then you start investing in inventory and it's worth it. But buying a whole bunch of inventory, you never know. It might take you about, you may sell it in 2 weeks, you may sell it in 2 days. It just depends on the type of person that you are and where you're at right now in your business. And it can take up to 6 months to sell. That's why I say don't get a large inventory at first. Definitely do pre-order. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was kind of more informational. I know you guys never really see any videos about me, I know. So I hope you guys enjoyed. There definitely will be more videos coming on my business, how I do everything, shipping and handling, customers, how I budget. Like, it will be a lot more videos because this is something that I'm really into, and I honestly don't mind sharing. Y'all know I don't mind sharing information anyway because a lot of people do message me. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in my next video, and be sure to leave comments and questions down below so I'll know what to incorporate in my next video, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.